Okay, so this is our second video. This is the last video for today. Had questions 1 through 6. Now I'm going to do 7, 8, and 9. All right, so 7's a little bit different. Here we don't have a triangle, but we do have some inscribed angles. For example, so it's a little bit different, but there's something that's a little bit new about it. First of all, if this is 94 degrees right here, oops, let me get my tablet. If this is 94 right here, remember the vertex is right there. So if I go like this and I go like this, that means this point right here. So 94, that means 94 times 2 equals 188. Let me do this in blue. But that is all the way, that is going to be RST. So it's going to be RST is equal to 188 degrees. But part of that, TS from here to here, is 80. So if the whole thing all to here is 188, and we're only looking for this piece right here, right? So that's going to be from here to here. So we're only looking for SR. So we need to, that's not the whole thing. So we need to take the 188 and we need to subtract the 80 right here. So that gives us 102. Wait, or 108, right? Yeah, that's this one, okay? All right, so that's how you can do a problem like that, okay? Finally, we have 8 and 9. It's the same concept, but now we're going to have some x's in there. We're going to be solving for x. So if you want to try these, you can try them, and then I'll show you the result when you get back. Okay. So we are trying to find x. What do we know? Well, we do know that we have 116 from here to here, right? From there to there is 116, which means this divided by 2 would be equal to, is that 58? I think it's 58 degrees, yeah, 116. Well, we need to somehow get this involved. So how does this apply to the situation? Well, we know that this piece right here, from here to here, is what this is. And when you look at it, it means that this angle right here, we'd like to know that, but we don't know what that is, right? What do we know? This one right here is for the 14x plus 6. So what can we do? Let's see. Well, remember, all the way around the circle, all the way around, right, is 360 degrees, right? If we go all the way around the circle, from here, so we know that this is 116, and then plus this, plus all three of these together equal 360, right? So we can make an equation like this, equals 14x plus 6 plus 26x minus 2 plus the 116, right? So I'll let you put those together. Okay, so I combine the 14x and the 26x to get 40, and then I combine 6 minus 2 and 116 to get 120. Subtract 120 from both sides to get 240 equals 40x. Okay, divide both sides by 40 to cancel out the 40. 6 is equal to x. Okay, so here it didn't really help to know this angle because we don't know those two angles. So we couldn't take a number here and set it, and relate it to that. And we couldn't do one from here to here. So we couldn't use the angle itself, the inscribed angle, to figure out the information. We just had to put all three of those together to get the arc. Okay, now let's look at this question here, number 9. And what are we given? Well, we're given here a central angle, that this one right here is 5x plus 19, and this one here is 3x plus 1, and then another arc, 8x plus 11. So how can we figure that out? Well, if you want to try it out, it's kind of a challenge problem. You can pause the video and try it, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so let me change the color of my pen. Okay, so again, what do we know? Well, we know that from W to X, this arc here, all the way from here to here, is 3x plus 1. We know that from here to here, XV is 8x plus 11. But what about this one right here? What is this equal to? Well, that's going to be equal to, do you remember how much? 2 times 5x plus 19, right? So really, this is going to be 10x plus 38. So now we have from W to V is this. From this is 13x plus 1, 8x plus 11. So now we can make an equation. We can go 10x plus 38 plus 13x plus 1 plus 8x plus 11 equals 360, right? Okay, so now if you want, you can finish this off. Okay, so I combined all the x's here, and I got 31x. I combined the constants, and I got 50, and so this is what I've got. So we're going to subtract 50 from, oops. So we're going to subtract 50 from both sides. Get 31x equals 310 divided by 31. You can tell that's going to be 10. Okay, so there you go. Okay, guys, so the others are going to be review questions. So please finish the rest of the questions now that you've got it. And when you're done, make sure you put your answers back into Canvas to receive credit for completing the assignment.